Back with another rendition. Interesting discourse. You know, I don't really know where I'm going with this, man. I just feel like I it's something that I can offer to the people that may stumble upon this channel or whatnot. Because you might not hear this, man, throughout your daily conversations out there. You amongst your peers or coworker or whatnot. Whatever the case may be, whatever the title is attached to that individual. We've come to a selfish society. We are in a selfish society, man. People only think for themselves and what benefit them. Scripture tell us to esteem the next man higher than ourselves. Being humble. Because it says, pride goeth before destruction, man. Pride goeth before destruction. A haughty spirit goeth before destruction. You know? Pride destroyeth all good things. Think about it. Think about it. Relationships fail. Relationships fail. We know it take two to make anything work. Relationships fail because of pride. You know what pride does? Pride allows you to not make necessary steps to make things alright with individuals. Pride will say, hey, you said something wrong to me. I feel angry about that. I feel disheartened. You apologize, but I cannot take that apology. So I have to treat you. I have to treat you what you treated me back to you. I have to transfer that energy right back to you. So instead of, we make mistakes. Let me forgive you. Let me move on from this. So our relationship could last. Whatever it may be. It could be your husband and wife, brother, sister, mom and son, daughter, daddy, whatever it may be. Friends. Male friends, girlfriends, whatever it may be. Pride allows us to not move on in life. So I would advise anyone dealing with pride, man, to just let it go. Because, in school, I used to do things as a child, throw hissy fits or whatnot, thinking that the world's supposed to bend to my every whim. That's what kids do. We're childlike, right? Throw attention tantrums or whatnot, right? And a teacher told me, I believe her name was Miss Bennett. I was like in maybe fourth grade. She said she had a conversation with me, and she was like, you're only hurting yourself, right? And she said it. I didn't take no thought to it. I didn't take no thought to it until about 10 years later, when it actually mattered. When I actually started to think about my life and where things have gotten me, and the wisdom that occurred and the knowledge that was poured onto me, over years, over time, that just went right over my head. Why? Because I wasn't focused on digesting that information and making it usable, applicable to life, until I started to think about those things that really mattered. And I'm like, you know what? The things that you do, you think that you're doing it to harm another individual. You're really destroying yourself. That's what pride is. You're destroying yourself. You're destroying relationships. Pride, man. Pride. Pride shall fall. Do you not know? Pride shall fall. Trust me. Pride will devour you. You think you're doing a service to yourself, but it'll destroy you. I'm not saying let people run over you or whatnot. I'm not saying that. But when certain situations occur, think about it. Think about your reaction. Okay, I can act like this, but then just really consider your actions. That's what we don't do. We're just so impulsive because we don't think no more. The first thing we do when we wake up is check what? Cellular devices, computers, networking, whatever it may be. Right? That's the first thing we do when we wake up, man. We don't really think. We just do. We become impulsive. We've been we've become robots. We don't consider what we do no more, you know? We don't consider what we do no more. And I would inform everybody listening to consider what you do before you do it. Just do that. I promise it'll change some things in your life. It might not be carnally. You know, you just you might not get that big house that you want or that nice car that you want, but internally it does something for you. Being more conscious than an average individual. When I mean conscious, what do you mean? Oh, I'm not speaking about some, new age religion. I'm just saying being aware. Being aware just puts you at an advantage. Spiritually, emotionally, physically, even then, just being aware. You know what? I shouldn't eat that because guess what? It's going to do something to my body over time. You know what? I shouldn't say that because it's going to cause this person to feel, just being aware. Let's be aware. Be aware about your activities. Be aware about what you do. Be aware about what you say. And maybe if you make a pattern in that, then yeah, you might get that nice house. Not that it means everything, or not even a nice house, just a house that accommodates you and your family, or a car or whatnot. Sure, you work hard. It's good for a man or a woman to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Not the most important thing, but we have wants and we have needs, right? But again, back to what I was saying. Make habits, man. Be aware. Be aware of what you say. Be aware of what you do. Be aware of your interactions because all of that counts. All of that matters. All of it matters when you presented a situation in your life to where you have to utilize those things you practice. Guess what? The people that's waking up, being on a phone, every minute of the minute, every hour of the hour, second of the second, that's not aware, when they need to apply what? Let me humble myself. They're not going to be able to do it because they haven't practiced these things that really matter. Let me be patient. Let me be long-suffering. Let me be forgiving. Not a stepping stone. You don't want to be a stepping stone. That's not what I'm saying. I can give an instance. And I might make a reference shortly. But I just want a dialogue here. These things matter, folks. These things really matter, man. What you do. Talking all the time. Just saying things, right? It might be rash. Just being rash with your mouth. You say the first thing on your mind. Well, are you incontinent? Can you not control what you say? Do you always have to be known? Sometimes you can just sit back. Observe the room. Observe the room. Know the environment. Sure, you want to be friendly and nice. But if you observe the room, you would know, you know what? I want to open my hand out to this individual, but I see they're off-putting. They might say something to me and I can become the laugh stock of the room. And that's going to make me feel some kind of way. And my pride is going to allow me to do something that because I came from a pure place of heart, of a genuine place of reaching my hand out trying to be kind to this person. This person made me feel terrible in front of the room of people because they shitty people. So they're going to do that. You was being nice, but guess what? Pride get a hold of you. Guess what? You do something to this individual. Now everybody looking at you like you're the fool. Like, dang, I didn't start it. I was being nice. I said something nice. I did something nice for this person. It ain't made me a laughing stock in front of everybody. That's why I cursed him out. That's why, I laid hands on this individual. But it's, this person's used to being shitty, right? So they can get out of that. Oh, they say something smart. You're like, man, it's bothering me. Why 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 he or she talking down on me like that? I ain't do nothing. I'm just being nice, man. I ain't say nothing wrong. You get to thinking about it, and then boom, that impulse come. What you do? You just destroyed your image. Pride. Pride. Now you being talked about, man. You see, man, she crazy. She just started punching. She just started cursing. Now you looked at as the bad individual, and guess what? The person that initiated their wrongdoing looks like an angel compared to what you did because you let pride get in the way. You let pride get in the way. So let's put down pride, man. And you might ask, man, how do you put down pride? What is it? You have to understand what it is first. Pride is the feeling of being wronged. It comes with being wronged. It's an emotional response. It usually comes in the form of being wronged. Because if everything is right, what's the need to prove anything? You try to prove something when you feel wronged. And that's usually when things go out of whack because you're stepping out of character. You're stepping out of character. Stop stepping out of character, man. Be aware. Be aware of what you say. Be aware of what you do. Be aware of what you see. Be aware about what you eat. Be aware of the room. Be aware of your audience, man. Seriously. It's literally that simple, guys. It's not scientific. You don't need a degree to do this stuff. You don't. You really don't need it. You don't need to be eloquent in speech to do this thing. People in my life that I gravitated towards, you know what? They're the most humble people. Because that's who I am. You are what you attract. I attract very humble people. I can't stand people that always have to prove a point. It makes them very hard to deal with. Very hard to deal with. So usually the people that I talk to, man, we could dialogue and we could laugh and we can understand each other. I understand that there's not no weird environment to where they feel like they have to prove themselves in front of people, and I don't either. We can literally be genuine people, not robots. Not robots, egotistical maniacs that always have a point to prove, being so smart. Let's just be regular people and laugh and joke. Let's talk about life experiences. Let's talk about a fishing trip. Let's play the game. Let's build something. Let's come with a business idea. Something other than talking about people just because we have mouths to do so. What I'm saying is just find those people, man, that have those same qualities as you. And believe it or not, man, we all started out like this at a point in time. As children, most of us, the world bred us, the world, how sadistic it is, it impacted our lives on how we lost that childlike behavior. Of course, it's expected for you to, become adults. But what I'm saying, that childlike behavior that really matters is like humility, knowing when you're wrong, not going out your way to prove a point, understanding. Think about it, man. When you were a kid, you and your best friend would get into a fist fight. You crying. 2 minutes later, y'all back outside. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? Not the fighting part, but the fact that we could come together and put all that bull crap aside and never talk about it a day again. That's beautiful, people. We need to get back to that. Those are things that I was telling you that really matters, man. So that's the title of this dialogue today. This discourse, man. Pride. Pride destroy all good things, man. That's the title of this. I'm just leaving with food for thought, man. I hope everybody have a well week. You know, let's strive for something other than ourselves. Let's strive for qualities that'll make us better people. Not only to the people that deserve it, but to ourselves, man. Be good to you. How about that? Be good to you. You good to you. If you good to you, you'll be good to others. It's going to reflect. It's going to show. We're not as complex as we think we are. We the most simple people that ever exist. Our very patterns in life shows in what we do. But that's another lesson for another day. That's another topic for another day. I get into that. Our patterns that we do shows in our everyday actions. Another day. But I'm going to leave off. Thanks. Pride destroyeth all good things.